Today, worked out at like 11.
Soon as I feel a little power, I'm gonna release you. Come on, push, pull, 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 go, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up.
So today, got some working with Jeremiah MISSIL3 throwing the ball.
Worked on my hands, routes and stuff.
Got better at catching, running routes.
Yeah, working on my technique.
Just on one-on-ones, 2-on-3s, and ran this hill 11 times.
All the way up, full speed. You gotta love this type of pain, this type of feeling. You in the wrong sport if you don't love it. Man, it's June and next football season starts. The first game is the end of August, so we got a couple of months. We're gonna do some good stuff this summer too. We're gonna push a little more as it's the senior year coming up. So this ain't nothing. This is the beginning. I'm gonna push them way harder than this. Easy work.
Hassan Mahasin, receiver, running back, Serra High School.
And we'll end this highlight reel with this. Another one for Mahasin. The LeBron James of high school football in the Bay Area. 4 touchdowns for the junior running back.
He only knows one speed.
Full speed!
I don't know, I've always been a shy person my whole life. Always been like a lead by example leader.
Let's go.
But he works hard. He never complains.
Leading by example is the most valuable thing in the world.
Like I could show you better than I could tell you. I started playing sports at the age of 5 or 6. At first, I didn't like it. My mom made me, she signed me up for football, and by like my 3rd year, I started to really like it and gravitate towards the game. And ever since I've been playing football.
I think it was his 3rd year that one of his coaches, he got the ball one time and he hit the middle and he just smoked everybody. And it's like he just got hit out of a slingshot. And then the coach looked at me and looked at everybody and said, that's a 65-pound missile right there. And then when he came to the sideline, everybody was like, missile, missile, and everybody just came up from that. Everybody doesn't call him missile after that. When he started playing, they stopped giving out MVP trophies. They said it was selfish. They said everybody's an MVP. I don't think that's fair. Those type of trophies are important, especially as a kid, because that's something that you can hold on to and say, hey, at least I was MVP, or you see all the hard work I put in and I was the best on the team at that moment. Now they took that away from the kids. That's after one of his Pacifica Tiger Shark games. I think he scored like 3 touchdowns after that game. Everybody's saying good game, Hassan, but he don't really care. He's like, okay, I had a good game. Hassan's a person, he's shy, man. I've been trying to get him out of his shyness for a while.
There's different type of leaders. There's hoorah guys like Tom Brady who will get in your face. And then there's guys that don't need to say a word because what's understood doesn't need to be explained. And that's Hassan. He wants to be great. His parents push him to be great. You have to have an internal drive to work as hard as he does on a day in and day out basis. It can't come from parents. It can't come from friends. It has to come internally.
I can wake him up 4 o'clock in the morning and go, hey, it's time to work out. He go, all right. Gets up, never complain, put on his workout clothes, and we in the car, we running hills 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning.
His method of teaching is like, he'll get on you, he'll push you to your limits for sure. Make sure you're running everything full speed, make sure you're getting the best out of it.
Go, go, go! This started when he was 6, so he's 17 now, so that's 11 years. 11 years, man. We do all types of, this ain't the only thing. This is probably the hardest one though, but we do the street hill, we do the bleachers, we do the stairs, we do the hundreds, we do the laps. We do a lot of different things. I try to switch it up, make it interesting and fun for the kids.
I've always been working out every Sunday since I was 5. My dad always kept pushing me every week to get better. And that's when I started getting that hard work mentality and practice how you play. Because it's true, if you practice hard, the game's gonna be easy.
That was a freshman year at Serra, I think he had a good offensive coordinator, and that gave him the ball. And Dom, being his quarterback, you know, it really helped them that year because Dom played Little League youth football with Hassan, and I seen the chemistry they had when they was in 8th grade. And I said, hey, Dom, you need to stick with Hassan, and if y'all stick together, I guarantee you when y'all get into high school, y'all gonna dominate.
Oh, freshman year went smooth. We ended up being, I think, 9-1. We lost the last game. We were like one of the best freshmen in class to come to Serra. I ended up scoring 24 touchdowns my freshman year. Then I got moved up to varsity, scored a touchdown in the playoffs, and yeah, that was my freshman year.
Finish your run, ball security, we're gonna get outside on these guys. One cut, let's go. All right, let's go.
So my sophomore year, I got to play varsity for a full season, got to see what it was like.
2nd and 14 for the Padres, handoff to Hassan Mahasin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Serra.
Played on a stacked team, a lot of athletes. We had like 5 D1 signees. So in the beginning of the year, my role was more of like get other players open.
Sophomores usually don't play on varsity. They usually don't play on varsity. We like to keep them down, play with their classmates. But if we feel like someone's going to contribute 100% on special teams or some on either side of the ball, then we're going to bring these guys up. And you know, those guys became weapons for us.
Padre!
Then towards the second half, I got moved to running back. I still play a little slot, but I would play running back most of the time. And yeah, that's when I started scoring a lot.
Hassan, the Missile Mahasin, which I love. Like if I try to change his name, you can't. So he's just the Missile, whatever. You might have to put on the back of his jersey if, you know, you're just the Missile. I don't know, if you can live with it, I can live with it. God, he's a strong kid, hard worker, you know, having these youngsters on the team, the future's bright.
It felt great that the team can count on me to put the game away sometimes, you know, because they know how hard I work and they know they can trust me if the game is on the line.
You're a sophomore playing varsity football and doing great at it. How does that feel for you? What's it like having the high pressure of being such a young guy on the team?
It feels great. It's not a lot of pressure when we got tons of seniors guiding us through. So yeah, it feels good.
And you had 2 touchdowns today. Yeah, walk me through the first one that you got.
The first one, I just got the ball, saw a hole. I saw there's 2 guys on the ground, just jumped in the end zone.
What about the second one? Late in the 4th quarter?
Saw my 3 lead blockers blocking great. And I saw the hole and took it and took off.
He gets game reps every day in practice. So when he gets to a game, you know, it's easy.
Somebody's going to be scared for like these next couple of years. Hassan on the offensive side.
I truly admire the kid. I admire his work ethic. I admire his leadership.
Freshman to sophomore year was pretty easy at Serra. This year, my junior year, it's been I've been on Zoom the whole time, so it's been pretty difficult balancing football, sports, and school.
Coronavirus pandemic hit hard and you know, right there, March 12th, March 15th, I'll never forget it. Everyone will always remember, you know, exactly where they were when the NBA was shut down and Disneyland and everything else and schools were closing down. It's altered everything, to be honest with you. There's absolutely nothing normal about the distance involved with it, the lack of coaches being allowed to be with the students.
That whole lockdown was crazy. All I could think was like, just keep working. Your time's gonna come, you're gonna get your junior season, just keep working. And that's what I did. And there was a lot of times where I was like, man, this doesn't look like it's going in the right direction. It doesn't look like we're gonna play. But then luckily Coach Walsh really pushed for us, pushed for the whole state of California to play football. And once we got that green light that we could play, it felt great.
Second quarter. This kid can do it all because speed kills. This is Mahasin 3.0. Bigger, faster, stronger. Touchdown, Serra.
I never stop pushing them no matter what. I always think it's hope in everything. So I ain't gonna never look at the glass half empty. I'm gonna look at it half full. So I told him straight out, like, hey, it ain't gonna be a season, but we gonna work out like it's gonna be a season. It's gonna make you better. You need to get bigger, faster, and stronger anyway. So we're gonna take this time that we have as a family, and we're just gonna push a little harder. Just every day we're gonna work out more, and every Sunday we're gonna work out heavier. So that's what we did. So we never stopped everything we did.
I kept training like we had our first game like the next week.
And it showed on the first game of the season, the first 2 touchdowns. I was like, there you go. So it's good to see all his hard work unfold in front of my eyes like that. It was like good. I'm like, okay. So all that work you put in, you see what happens when you put in that work, what kind of results you get.
Playmakers make plays, and I had to step up and make some plays. The line did a great job. QB did great. We executed, and we got the win at the end.
We had a lot of great leaders in our senior class. They kept us coming to workouts to get better, to get ready for the season. Especially Pedersen and Finn. Those are the main leaders out of our senior class.
Hey, listen to me. This is your moment. This is where people shine. What do you want to be remembered as?
Mahasin.
Do you want to be perfect, or do you just want to be another team?
Touchdown, Serra.
Watch number 2, Jabari Man, the freshman, just blasted his guy out of the way. At the top of your screen, you can see the future Louisville Cardinal Christian Pedersen making the first key block, followed by the freshman Danny Niu. That cleared the line for the missile.
You know what they're doing. Do your job, stay disciplined.
Freshmen, we had JoJo Bay, Jabari Man, Colin, and Danny.
So the freshman's on the team, and I feel like he has to really put in work because they coming.
They pushed me to be better because they're trying to earn their spots on the team.
We played against some good teams this year, and those guys weren't intimidated.
I got 2 freshmen on varsity who I think are going to be absolute studs. Colin Taitua and Danny Niu.
JoJo Bay locking down on defense, Jabari running the ball.
That should push him even more because they look up to him.
He's got a lot of mentors on the team, so it's just looking up to them, and they just show you what hard work and brotherhood is. It's great. Like, this is an experience a lot of people my age don't really get to have.
They didn't get caught up in all the hype and the bright lights. I mean, they handled their business.
They trying to earn their keep. They trying to earn their name. They trying to get known. They trying to get offers. So they gonna work hard. So they working hard is gonna push our son to work hard and say, hey, you look behind his back, someone might take your spot, or might take your shine. I might take your rep.
They're going extra hard every play, and I got to make sure I beat them so that way I'll get them better and I'll get better.
JoJo Bay with a touchdown-saving tackle.
Came from the inside the field, and I just seen him break loose, so I had to put on my burners. I've been watching Hassan in practice, so I had to turn into the missile for a second. I just caught him.
It's been really cool to see how these young guys carry themselves. They don't carry themselves like freshmen or sophomores. They're almost like they've been seasoned varsity players.
Having freshmen on the team that played and really did good this year, man, that was amazing. That shows you how good Serra program is. Because normal freshmen don't just come in to a varsity team and do what they did.
I don't even know what's going to happen in these next 3 years, but I'm super excited and I'm ready to get to work, and I know they are too.
So they played a big part in our team this season. For me, the most memorable will have to be the Pittsburgh game, sophomore year.
Yep, that's the Pittsburgh game right there. He said he was the most nervous that game. I don't understand. I never got nervous playing. I always got anxious, but he gets nervous. I never got nervous. I always wanted to, every time I got the ball, I'm trying to score. But he said he was most nervous at this Pittsburgh game. And I think that, you know, I guess he plays better when he's nervous because he scored twice. He scored 3 times, but 1 got called back. Yeah, that was at Pittsburgh, and he was happy after that
game. Hassan's special, man. I've been around the game a long time. Brother played in the NFL. I had a cup of coffee in the NFL. What Hassan can do in terms of all phases of the game is really special. And you know, his recruiting trail is going to pick up here shortly. He has 12 offers plus, but you know, I think by the time it's all said and done, he'll be one of the highly regarded players in the country.
I didn't expect that at all those college attention and offers. You know, I see people all the time on social media saying they're getting offers and this and that, and they blessed, and I never thought that I would get that same feeling. So it felt great, especially after my sophomore year, because people usually don't get attention to like their junior year or senior year. So
a special kid, and his work ethic and his dedication is what really makes him truly outstanding. He's an awesome kid, and you know, when your leaders are the guys that work the hardest, you're in a good place and you're in a good spot as a program.
Oh, got him. Touchdown.
My preference for college is any college that can get me to the next level, has great coaches, and push me every day to be better. It don't matter if it's Mountain West or Power 5. I just want a school that's going to get me ready for the next level and help me reach my dreams of playing in the NFL.
Don't guard me one-on-one.
With the 6th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Jalen Waddle, wide receiver.
I think he can go really far. I think he got the qualities they have as a player. And this draft, most of the receivers, slot receivers, are 5'9", 180. And Hassan right now is at that same height, a little bit bigger. So he has a good chance. I think if he keeps his head straight and keeps working on his craft, he had good chances to make it into the NFL.
That was crazy. I did not think them 3 years would come by that fast. But my goals for senior year is win the state championship. That's it. That's the main goal.
Over here. Bring it up. Shut up.
Listen up. We're going to be here next year. I promise you that right now. Everybody remember this feeling? I mean, showing up to your workout. Everybody need to put in that work. You got to work twice as hard as the last team. Let's go. Hands, feet. Hey, I guarantee we're going to be here next year.
Family on me. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.